Hello, my name is Sally and I'm a Qigong teacher. I would like to do a short video of simple tapping, sometimes called Do-In, D-O-I-N. It's great for the immune system since the bones produce white blood cells and many cells actually, but white blood cells amongst them. Also good for the thymus, which produces T cells for immunity. So it's good for our immunity and also a great thing to have against osteoporosis. So a good package to have in any uh, bone prevention or bone health, let's say, a bone health package. So here it is. As in all Qigong, just spend a moment feeling yourself weighted on the ground. And the top of the head, without any movement, just reaching towards the sky. Although you may be looking at the screen, feel yourself in your back as well, so you're not leaning forwards. And take 3 breaths into your lower belly. Give yourself a little bit of a shake, letting your knees and your ankles be quite loose, warming them up. Feel springy and bouncy. And then shift onto your heels. Shift onto your toes and drop down onto your heels. And feel that shudder go through your skeletal system, further waking it up, stimulating the bones. What we can also do is just get a rhythm to it. So keep the shoulders loose, keep the wrists and the elbows loose. Okay. Now, we can combine that movement with the tapping, but that takes a bit of practice. So I'm going to show you the tapping movements. So just gently take your hands up, keep your shoulders down, make loosely clenched fists as if you're protecting a butterfly in the middle of each palm. And you can do this with gently closed fists, or you can do it with fingertips. See, experiment which is good. But tapping the skull. Gently, or maybe experiment with going a little further and making it firmer. Keep the top of the head pointing towards the sky. Your fingertips get tired, switch to the first knuckles. Definitely make sure to get around the back of the skull there where it joins the neck. And then maybe rest your hands by doing a few bounces. Then we work on the face, so tapping the forehead. And you might feel, once you get used to doing this, when it's a daily practice, that you can actually do a few gentle heel raises as you're doing this. out to the temples, and then the hinge of the jaw, along the cheekbones, and then the jaw itself, the bottom jaw. Bone. And once again, important to rest the hands so the shoulders don't build up tension, and so that the hands stay soft or go through a soft releasing stage. And if your legs are tired, obviously just do the releasing movement. Around the back of the neck, let's just warm the hands up, clap them a little bit, rub them together. And it's good to rub around rather than bang around the back of the neck. Be quite tender. And then when you have done that, stretch one arm out, loosely clench fist, take hold of the elbow with the other hand, cross the arm across, tip the ear to the shoulder on the other side so you open the neck, and tapping around all the bony bits, the top of the shoulder, if you can reach that, the collarbone, which this bit might be a bit tender, so just vary, listen to your body. Once again, if you feel like it, you could do a little bit of rocking on the feet. Keep them lively. And then around the shoulder itself, the top of the arm. And then 3 times down, it's good to head for the thumb. So we're going shoulder to thumb. So you get this bit here, just above the elbow, which is great for immunity. It's the lung point, and it moves phlegm in acupuncture. And that might be tender, or it might be appreciating quite a firm tapping. If your hand is tired or it's uncomfortable, you can use the flat of your palm as well. Then I usually bend and just do a little bit on the back as well. Lovely. Pausing for a moment, just feeling the difference between the arm you've done and the one that you haven't. And then we reverse. So the one that you've just worked on comes forward, palms up, forms loosely clenched fists, across, dip the ear to the shoulder, and either using the flat of hand or fist again, making sure you get over to the top of the shoulder blade, collarbone, shoulder, down. Usually 3 times, but more if it's nice. Like this bit here. It's often tender, but really appreciates some stimulus. Down to the thumb and the index finger. A little bit of loosening off there. And then fingertips just under the collarbone, bit of tapping there. Such a crucial area for the lymphatic area. So just below the collarbone and tapping, and then down this bony bit here, the sternum. Behind there is the thymus gland. So paying some attention there, stimulating the thymus to produce T cells. And resting for a moment, setting up once again our heel raises. And sometimes that's it for me, that's as simple as that. But what you can do is then work on the sacrum and the tailbone around the back here with loosely clenched fists. And then the big bones at the side of the hips, the greater trochanter at the top of the thigh bone there, and the hip bone itself. And then you can go out down the outside of the legs, and then to this bony bit here. I suggest you always go down. Some practitioners might be different with that, and then just roll back up again and go down. You don't come up the other way. That's just my preference. So if it doesn't feel right, then definitely adjust in one final time. Thank you for watching.